Hello everyone. So today I'll be giving you a small, taking a small tutorial on MySQL, and this will be a pre-sequel to something coming on Scoop. So I had done a Scoop tutorial before, and I'll be doing the Scoop tutorial in much extensive detail this time as compared to before. So what I'll be doing is I'll be using a sample employee database, and this is, one of the databases that is provided with MySQL. So there are two ways to get this database. So you can either download this database. So let's say you can save this database somewhere, and then using something like WinSAP, you can it can be transferred to the system. Now for the tutorial, what I will be doing is I have a Cloudera virtual machine on cloud that I'll be using for this. So let's get started on this. So I already have my course prepared. So and this will be put on GitHub, so you can follow this on your own time. So the first thing is you can do is you can download the data from this link. So you can use this link to download the data. So that's what we went on. You can download the database from here, and then basically follow the steps, or you can use wget to directly download the data. So I'll be using wget. So let's hop on to Putty. So I hope that you connected to your terminal. This can be your virtual machine on your laptop, on your computer, or it can be on cloud. So I'm on cloud, so I'll be using that. So let's see where our we are right now here. We are in the home Cloudera thing. So let's go to documents, and let's create a folder, MySQL example. Let's create it. So let's go to that folder. Let's see what's there. Nothing, right? So that's what we expected. So the first thing that we do is basically we download this thing. So after I do this, it is trying to resolve, it's trying to connect. Hopefully it will connect, otherwise I have to manually download and transfer. In the meantime, what I'll do is I'll go to WinSAP and check whether the folder was created or not. It is created, and let's hope that it's trying to connect, but it's not able to connect. Let's see if I put the link correct. Looks correct. Yep. I don't know why this is not working. I'll wait, otherwise I'll have to download this. Connect. Okay, it might be possible that the outgoing connections are not allowed on the virtual machine. I might have to check that. Okay, connection failed. What I'll do is just I'll pause the video and see if I can resolve the issue, otherwise I have to download. So looks like there might be some problem. I have to look deeper into that. So for the time being, what I'll do is we can download this on our computer and then transfer it to the virtual virtual machine on the cloud. So I've already downloaded this. You can now download this one. So I've downloaded this, and what I'll do is basically I'll transfer this to my virtual machine using WinSAP, and this is a pretty small file, so should not take much time. So now it's transferred. So I'll just clear this out. So now if you see, we see this file is there. Now there is, as you can see, the read writes for this particular user is I don't have the read and write access to this. So what I'll do is basically I will give myself all the access. So I'll just become the for me now. So now it's coming in green, right? So basically, for those of you who have a question how I came to know about this was in red, so and that's how we knew that this is some error. Now it's in green, so now it's fine. So moving to the next step, so we have to unzip the file. Let's hope the unzip command works, and this works. So tar minus xzjf, and the employees db full something. So now if I see, so now there's employee underscore db there. What I need to do is basically I need to go into that directory. Let's see what's there. So there are multiple files, right? So what I need to do is basically to there's a employee that .sql script, and this will import all the tables for us. So that's what I have to do. So what I'll do is basically MySQL minus u root minus p, then minus t, and then employee .sql, right? So this will basically import all the tables for me, and after I press enter, it will ask for the password from me, and then the password is Cloudera, and this now it will basically start importing all the tables one by one, and we can see this thing. So now it's loading titles and stuff like that. It will basically give us all the updates in real time. So this will take some time. So while it does that, uh, you know there are like uh, some tables in this. We'll see what they are. So we'll see one by one. It will be a short tutorial on MySQL, and the next step why I'm doing this is basically I will try to then use Scoop to transfer this employees database from MySQL to Hive, or maybe to Hadoop as well. I'll do both of them. So now this is completely loaded. Let's connect to our MySQL database, and this is how we connect. So show databases. So now what show databases will do is it will show all the databases that exist here. So this employee database that we created right now, that is what we created. So this is fine. Then we basically have to use the employee database. So we say use employees. Now it says the database change. Let's now show tables. So this will basically give us all the tables. So now we have departments, dip underscore emp, department underscore manager, employees, salaries, and titles. Let's see how many rows there are in departments. 9 rows, right? Let's see how many rows there are in department underscore emp. There are 1603 rows, right? Now let's see the first 5 rows from titles. So select star from titles, limit 5. This will give the top 5 rows, and we can see the employee with employee number 10001 is a senior engineer, and he or she was a senior engineer from 26th of June 1986 to some date. I think this 999 is a anomaly. Maybe the employee is currently still working with the company. Let's see the first 5 rows in the salary table. Cool. So this is how basically we see. Now let's see the first 5 rows from employees table. I think I missed that, so I just copy and paste here. It should be the same, and this is the exact same thing that we get here. So Georgie, Bezalel, Pato, Christian, it should be Christian, and Kyochi. Now let's see the first 5 rows from department underscore manager. Let's describe table departments. So describing a department will give an idea about the table itself. So for example, for department we have 2 fields, department underscore no and department underscore name, and department underscore number is basically a character field with 4 digits, and there's a varchar with 40 length, and none of them have a strict thing of being null. They can't be null. And department underscore number is basically a primary key, as we can see here. Let's describe department underscore emp. So again, here we have two primary keys, as we can see here, and this is a character, and none of them can be null, right? And the default column is basically, let's say if during a query we are inserting and there's no value for that particular field, what default value should be put, for example 0 or 1 or something like that. So in this case we are not doing anything. In the same way we can describe the other tables. So just to give an idea of what are the different tables we have, and so on. So now we describe employees: employee number, birth date, first name, last name, gender, and hire date. Let's describe salaries. So we have employee number, salary, from date, to date. Let's describe titles. So in titles we have employee number, title, from date, and to date. Now what we did till now was to import the database into MySQL, and then we basically saw some basic structures about the different tables we had. Now let's run some queries. So now we'll join two tables, employees and the salaries data at the table, and we'll display the first 5 rows. So let's do that. So what we are doing is select star from employees. E is an alias to employees, and then we are joining with salaries, and S is an alias to salaries, so we don't have to write employees and salaries from hereafter. We can just refer to them as E or S, and then we are saying that join on E dot employee number is equal to S dot employee number. So wherever we have these two things as common, show us. So this is what exactly we get from here. If we join two tables to get specific field, we can basically have to specify e.emp number, e.birth date, and what we need to make sure that this needs to be there. If there is a column that is present in only one of the tables, then that is fine because that's not ambiguous. But let's say if if a column is present in both the tables, then we have to specify which of these tables the column should come from. So in the previous case we had all the columns. Right now we are specifically asking for employee number, birth date, first name, salary, first name and hide it from the employee table, and salary from the salaries table. As we can see, it's a s dot salary, right? So for the MySQL starter, this is what we will see. So I'll just show again the tables that we have. So what we will do as the next step is import all these tables to HDFS using Scoop. So I'll be making another tutorial on that. So till then, have a good time, and thanks for watching my channel, the Analytics Spot, and please subscribe if you find my videos useful. Thank you.